And good morning, people. Welcome back to Jade Cocoon 2. I have pretty much done all I can without leaving the temple, uh, except for maybe a few little bits of experience. I have spent so much money at the moment, it's actually getting on the verge of ridiculous. I had, when I finished that little part last time, over 100,000. I've now got 17,000, but I need more. I need much more money to actually finish up what I'm doing. So, fun. Let's start up with that, shall we? Let's head into our tier 6 forests. So which one am I going to choose? It's actually going to be the wind forest first. I am going to be doing the arenas as for this game. However, I actually need to complete these 4 forests, these tier 6 forests. There's a very big reason for doing that, which we'll get into when we get to the end of this. But wind sport. Creatures here aren't actually that bad. Yeah, we've got Samakilna. I would have actually preferred a back attack, because these don't actually chase after you unless they're sleeping and you wake them up. But they do come with a Agni Agna coup, the Atarail. So it can be an interesting combination. It shouldn't kill me, but it could be an interesting combination. But anyways, yeah, they will be quicker than my beasts as well, because essentially I'm working with 5 merges for the most part. And just a couple of levels, while I should really be at least 1 more merge to actually make anything decent happen with the damage wise. But you'll get to see that in just a moment. Let's do that side, because yep. And since they are level 5, I will be getting a few evolvements as well, so we'll get to see them, which is something I've been planning as well. It's why they're all at the baby stage right now. That was my Whiskerek, which has turned into the Fangblur red version. We'll have a look at what his name is in a moment. That's the Raindrek, which turns into our Soldote type of enemy, type of coup. And we'll get the name of that in a moment. And there's our Dondrakic, which turns into the Dumbler. I actually know that name. But you'll see, yeah, 299. Magic is good because it doesn't, it can't miss, but it can't critical either, and it generally has a lower attack power than physical attacks. You need a lot more wisdom than you might think to actually keep to the effectiveness of a physical attack such as Burn Crash. It also doesn't really synergize that well with Sleep or Stun, because as magic can't critical, you are losing in that part of the game, part of the interactions. Anyways, Blade. This is the new Shambler, so instead of the Fangler, well, the Fangler version of the new Shambler. And Storm is an Aqua Drake. Probably should confirm the Dumbler. Oh, sorry, it's the Dongli. Is Dumbler later? It might be the next one. Anyways, let's move on. There are more of these things around. It's mostly these. This one's got a group of 3, so yeah. Ah, I didn't actually expect you to evolve that quickly. You're only level 2 at the moment. I'm not complaining though. And our Deathluck has evolved as well, so we got our little skull friend. Getting the evolvements is actually going to be fairly important, because 1, they give me a full heal, and 2, they're actually up the stats, so I'll be getting more defense, more attack, and that sort of line. Ah, there's our Drax upgrade. I think we can go 2 times on him now, so we should be seeing the second evolvement at some point. Okay, we have everything cleared, and we have had a few evolvements, some of which you've seen, some of which you haven't. Ones which you did see, the Deathluck has become the Deafagilla. Okay. Weird name, that one, actually. This one, which is the Defalco, I believe. If I can find, yeah, the Defalcock is now the Chinai. The Durleyfitch, as it was originally, has become the Flybeans. Degnatok is still there, and where am I getting Dumbler from? Am I thinking of a different beast? Because this one's definitely the dongle. Yeah. And of course our Drac is called the Spirally. So we've got one evolved beast and and a number of others in their adult forms, with one baby still remaining. I'm not expecting a lot out of these ogre vines, to be honest. The more money I can pick up, the better. So jewels, books which I can sell, mugworts aren't really going to be that helpful, nor are Mel's elixirs, unfortunately. But my biggest worry about the dungeon is actually dying. Losing in battle. I mean that actually fairly substantially. Remember, you lose all your items when you leave the jungle, leave the forest that way. And my team isn't as strong as the one I used before. So, fights against beast trainers and beast masters are actually going to be quite a bit more difficult.
I'm much different from myself up until yesterday. I can win if I follow the book. Come on, let's have a match.
So let's see how I go against what I consider one of the weaker ones.
Alright, let the battle begin!
You were unlucky having to fight me.
For beasts, I'm actually less worried than I was coming in. If that's possible against a bug beast hunter. They will be fast. They sapiate, so you're reducing my speed. I honestly don't care about that.
Darn! What's that? You won't get away with that.
Because really, you're faster than me anyways. Reducing my speed may stop my hits from hitting you, but not by much. This is going to hurt though. Yeah. Shockwave is a powerful hitter, and there's no denying that. So yeah, that one will hurt. Do you have Adia as well? That's a good question. Doesn't look that way. Interesting to know what is on your water side. Eliminate. Okay, so yeah, I can deal with that. Just a little bit of a regen effect. I've got exactly the same, so That's fine. And you're going to make an attempt to attack, aren't you? No? Put eliminate up twice in a row is pointless. So I'm getting another free shield hit. Eh.
Since when? How'd it get so low?
$157 critical on the beast that is technically the highest vitality beast I have, so it's not too bad. Let's make sure I'm fully healthy though. You can likely see where I'm not having the same sort of damage as I did before. And that's going to be pretty much constant, unfortunately, while I go through here.
Oh, satisfied now? You have neither blood nor tears.
So, fights against the Beastmasters could get a bit hairy in a few places.
Ouch! Ow! Ow! I'm scared. My whole body is swollen. Ow! Leave me alone. I'll give you this. So you already have lots? Okay. I'll give you this too.
Mad Venom, which is heavy poison on the enemy front line.
Please, leave me alone.
Okay, I'm not gonna do anything. Sheesh.
We're in trouble. That's a bullying scene. Can we sell this game?
But he was the one who started it.
So, coming along nicely, and this is something that's going to happen. I'm actually just going to take my time going through this area a little bit, mostly because of Spiral. He's on 2 merges at the moment. If I get to level 20 at this stage and I don't finish this area, I will go back and come back to it later, because extra chances to fight the beast hunters for medals, extra chances just to get some levels, which is sort of what I want on this team at the moment. The same thing with Chewie really. Once he gets to level 17, that will be when his 5th merge happens, no matter where I am in the actual forest. But let's make sure we pick up the key spool. That way we can move on and continue. And head through the Princess Vine. I think we can do one more level. See what's there. I am expecting one more Seed Beast from the wind area. I'm not entirely sure when it's going to turn up, but I am expecting it at some point. But for the moment, we've got more papillons. Hello there, little formation. A water power steel. Beast froggy. To go with the papillons. Not a bad combination, I suppose. I don't really have a whole lot of defensive mechanisms. Ramakite should be enough, but power steel does, or power drain, whichever one it is, does sort of worry me a little bit. I have also seen another beast which is actually going to be a whole lot more dangerous than papillons. $34 with Ramakite's first stage. That's not too bad. If they do defense down, then it might get a bit more dangerous. Sadoon though might actually remove the water's resistance to sleep, so yeah, there it goes. That's what Sadoon's good for. It's actually a very good skill considering that. Still waiting on that evolvement for Technotok. And speaking of that particular formation, can you turn around please? I would really like you to be back attacked. Don't think I'm going to get that. Darn. This is the formation I was saying might be a little bit more dangerous because Poison Storm. Yeah, they hit a whole lot harder. The good thing is that they're bugs and that they don't have a lot of health, but they will still go for, they have a lot of speed, so they will go in front of my beasts in turn order. And they actually hit extremely hard. Harder than you might think. Ramakite, maybe I should have started out with that, but really that side of my beast amulet at the moment is weaker than my wind side, so yeah, I think I chose the right way in trying to put them to sleep first. fights are a little bit more long-winded because I'm having to do an extra little rotation in what I'm doing. I'm going, at the moment, wind, earth, water, wind, earth, fire. So I make sure I can kill the beasts in one shot, because the wind has defense down, my earth has attack up. I need both of them to really be able to one-shot the beasts around here. Yeah, 359 compared to 800 and 739. Okay, everything's cleared off here now, and we only had the one involvement, and that was my Drakic, which has now become the Spirala. That's as far as it can evolve at the moment. I still need a couple more merges before it will be fully evolved. But we'll get there. Degnatok still hasn't. Anyway, let's go searching for jewels.
Say, Dr. Gill, where did you meet Yamu?
Gil and Yamu met in forest.
Yes, I was searching for a new species of divine beast in the forest when I met him. At first, I thought he was an unusual divine beast. I thought it odd that he did not grow at all because of the beast amulet or such.
Huh? So he was first used for research?
I had no idea that he was a forest man. My studies were inadequate. But thanks to that, I tried some things with the beast amulet, and soon we were friends.
Divine beasts spin, spin. Yamu spin, spin. How fun! Gil and Yamu friends.
So I guess your research on new species didn't go well.
No. Lately, I have been studying forest people also.
So you are studying him.
Study!
Well, we are together all the time. Nothing else to do but study him.
I think Yamu's a little bit too enthusiastic about the study side. If he knew what was actually happening, which is very unlikely that he does, he might be a little less enthusiastic. However, if it gets him stuff from Gil as payment, actually he might go along with it. Hide spores, I do need a couple of those. Spineless books. Pretty much everything I pick up is free money right now. So really, there's not much we're going to see extra. We've seen most of the items that the Wind Forest will have to offer. I don't think it changes for ever, actually. I think we've actually seen everything. Would like to see some more jewels though, game, rather than hide spores or mugworts. All Mel's elixirs, they're almost as bad at the moment for money. There we go. It's only a lovely gem, but that will do fine. So, next time, more of the Wind Forest, and Spiral is currently level 13. 7 more until I've run out of this place. So, how bad is the next couple of levels going to be? Let's find out. Until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.